right, I am here at Fan Expo with
Mashables. Hello.
All right, so you are well known for doing a lot of different artwork, mostly cute creature Mashables and very chaotic energy, especially on TikTok.
Yes.
I think I kind of going into that, like, how is your process for figuring out your characters?
Oh, how's my process of figuring out characters? Well, okay, it's been a couple of different processes. The cork was a TikTok. I'm pointing at the cork, and I don't even know that's from.
You pointed right at it.
Perfect. So the cork, it was a TikTok comment, actually. And so someone was like, what if you just made a corgi and a shark? And I went, okay. But all the other times what I did is I would just put a bunch of animals on a wheel, I would spin it twice, and then whatever it landed on is the Mashable that I would make. So it was kind of like helping me with art block, too, which was really cool. So.
Yeah, and we'll lean into art block on this one.
Yeah.
When you have like a rough art block period, even with the wheel not being the perfect solution,
yeah.
Like how do you kind of get over that?
So weirdly enough, I think not that I cured my own art block, but I found when to like discover it and to push through it. You know, have you ever heard the phrase "trust the process"?
Mm-hmm.
So I started this where I was streaming on Twitch, and so I was doing Mashables live in front of people, where I was drawing. My iPad was plugged in, and I didn't have I'm trying to think of the words. I didn't have the luxury of being angry at myself or frustrated or giving up on it because I had an audience in front of me. So I just had to kind of grit and bear it, and I just pushed through it. And I learned that every single time I hit the moment where I was like, this is really bad, I hate this so much, why am I doing this? And I would push past it because I had an audience. I would always love at the end of it. And so now when I feel that, even when I'm by myself and I feel that gremlin in my head going like, this is bad, why am I doing this? Art, I can't do art. I just learned to push past it because I know that on the other side it's going to be great. So I just trust the process. So yeah.
Yeah, and then besides just Twitch or like the wheel, how did you like come up with a Mashable idea?
Ooh. Okay, so Mashables actually started when I worked on a film called House with the Clock in Its Walls. I worked in the film industry, and one day my friend's birthday was on set, and I said, hey, what's your favorite animal? Because my love language was drawing stupid little animals for people. And they said, a tiger. Wait, no, a whale. And so I made a tiger whale, and everybody loved it. She loved it. She posted it, or she taped it on her sound cart. And then the little kiddo that was the main actor in the movie saw the tiger whale and was like, did you make that? And I went, yeah. And he's like, can you make me a turtlefish? And I was like, yeah, dude. So the next day I drew a turtlefish for him. And then he asked for a caterpillar narwhal. And I realized that this child thinks that I only make Mashables. And so it was just this fun little thing on set when we had time off. He would give me an idea of two animals, I would make them, and then everyone on set ended up knowing about Meg's Mashables. And so even like Jack Black has one of my Mashables. It was like one of the first things. Yeah.
That is amazing. So it just kind of spiraled out of control.
It just became a thing. It was 2 years before the pandemic, so like that idea was kind of a thing that I was just doing, and it was fun. And then when everything stopped, I was like, well, I could deal with the existential crisis, or I could keep making Mashables and post them online. And that's what happened. So.
Lo and behold, you now have a booth at Fan Expo.
Lo and behold, yeah.
No, because it's always when everyone always seems to love it. What happens when you post something and it doesn't quite get the reception that you would expect?
Yeah, so like, look, I try really hard not to pay attention to the numbers as much. I try not to get offended by it because I know that the algorithm is it's very tumultuous, and I try not to take it personally. You can't help yourself, especially when you're online, to just look at the numbers. But what has really helped me is coming to live events, because even 100 views, 100 likes, whatever, that could sound like not a lot. That's 100 people, and you don't realize how impactful it is until you come in person and you meet the people that are watching your videos. And so to me now, even if it's 5 views or 100,000 views, I know that I'm impacting people and I'm getting to meet those people, so that helps me just not be offended or like take it personally if we have lower views. So.
Right. The funny part about that is I think you answered a question, like it was like the question in your head. But it was more like I guess more of like the negative comments, like when people, like when people either or like,
like,
you know,
so
like
when you say
like
reception,
mean,
like if people are mean online.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna knock on wood. I was like,
I mean, you have a tree right there, ish.
So funny enough, and luckily enough, my online community is really sweet, and I think every once in a while I'll get my negative comment is someone saying you look really tired, and I'm like, I know, I am. But other than that, I don't get a lot of negative comments or negativity online. The only time, it was years ago, I made the asparagus, which is an asparagus and a goose.
I remember that one.
And that video angered a hive of baby Gen Zs, and it was like 5 or 6 years ago, and it was the first time that I'd ever gotten a swarm of like comments saying, this is so cringe, this is awful, like, and I just went on a blocking spree and was like, if my stuff offends them and they send me negativity, I'll just block them. And that happened once years ago, and I don't know if that just like told the algorithm like don't send meanies to me, but yeah, so I don't really get a lot of negativity, thankfully.
Right. No, I think it's like, thankfully you have a very, besides the butts, a very innocent platform.
Yeah.
How do you kind of like keep cultivating that, but still kind of like brush the line of like borderline more mature content,
like
but not
humor?
like the cheeky humor, but still keeping it kind of age appropriate for like the younger audience that you tend to have?
Yeah. So I'm going to answer one question that you didn't ask first and then come back to it.
No worries.
When it wasn't really a question, but my demographic actually isn't just children. It's like, it's kids, it's adults with kids, it's childless adults, it's grandparents, it's teachers. And so very early on I discovered that because my demographic reaches so many people, I just wanted to be able to tread that line. And so that's what I do, is I always, when I make stuff, would it be okay if someone's kid was watching this, or if someone's kid was in the room? I'm not trying to make it specifically for children, but I make it so everyone can feel comfortable watching it. So I try not to cuss, or actually I don't cuss at all. And I do put butt cheeks, and there are the nudes, which is noodles, macaronly fans. So I do there is some maturity there, but I also grew up with the cartoons that when you watch them as a kid, they were funny, and then when you watch them as an adult, you see all the innuendos that you went over your head, and that's kind of the goal that I try to hit here, where it's just like, I want everyone to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, something for all age demographics.
Exactly.
No, I just think it's like the old adage of why like a lot of cartoons are becoming more and more childish.
Yeah.
Was like people in the industry were like, oh, cartoons are only for kids.
Yeah.
And because it's stuffed animals, it has that same kind of feel. So that's why I would ask that question.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, obviously, we're both fans. So it's like, we know your age demographic is much broader.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I think part of it is also you have the signature derp eyes. That is just...
Not
and
a
like,
thought between those.
How did you kind of come up with that specific like signature of your art?
I just started doing it, but looking back, my no longer with us aunt, her name was Barbara, and she was an amazing artist, and her style had these kind of dots. It wasn't very specifically like mine is like one large dot, one medium, one small, and they're all very like in a specific thing. But she had the same kind of dots, and I didn't realize until like I saw one of her Christmas ornaments that she made for me that it was super fun. But yeah, so like the Christmas ornaments that she painted had her little like so I think through osmosis and through like one of the first artists that I was inspired by, I think I kind of just like drew inspiration from that, and then it just went from there.
Yeah. Speaking of inspiration, how does it feel knowing like, because you draw from your own inspiration.
Yeah.
How does it know that future artists are drawing from you?
It is a humbling, empowering, slightly terrifying responsibility that I hope to never get desensitized to, because it is I'm gonna cry. It's magical. It's super. It's just knowing that like someone makes coloring books because or someone's inspired. I was just told earlier today that because of how I approach art, it gave someone confidence to pick that art back up. And so that's an inspiring thing for me too. And that's another tool that I use if I'm going through that art block that you asked me about earlier, is that I'm not just doing it for myself anymore. And that's really impactful and special to me. So.
Yeah, I think leaning into that with, of course, we have to modern times in addressing it, the AI factor of it all.
Yeah.
Have you been accused of it? And then and leaning off of that is like, what's your personal opinions if someone uses it for help versus blatantly using it for their whole thing?
So, no one has accused me of AI. I think that the combination of everything that I do and like how I show people what I do, it's almost painfully human and authentic. But yeah, it's almost painfully obviously me, and so I have not yet been accused of AI. And when it happens, I don't know. I know that I'm not doing it, so here we go. My opinion on it is ever changing. I think that that's something that we should have nuance with that because it is here. I still, like, the primal caveman in me fears it. I think that it is a very unnatural, inhuman thing, especially when it comes to the arts. I think that art is inherently a human expression, so to rely on a computer for that, but I also know that as a digital artist, 10 years ago, traditional artists said that drawing on digital and iPads and that kind of stuff and having something that smooths out your lines, or you have a backspace button, or you can have layers, that was considered cheating too. So I understand that there are new tools every progression, and so I think that as long as it's not taking away from the point of what you're trying to do, and you're not just trying to rush through something for the sake of rushing through something, AI will find itself as a tool somewhere. I don't envision myself using it because I don't need to. I like the process. I'm not here to try to rush through it. I'm not trying to make something really quick for myself. So, but it's still, AI still makes me feel a little icky at the moment. So
it definitely feels like it takes out the human experience behind it.
Yeah, it's just it really teaches. It really shows, and it's really showing how people viewed art and artists and what they imagine what art is. Is it a process? Is it the art of a craft and learning and honing a skill? Or is it an end product that someone wants so they can monetize it or have success on it or whatever? And so it is dividing and showing how people viewed art in the first place to me. And it just shows who I want to work with more.
No, and I think one good thing is because sadly Fan Expo hasn't banned like AI art outright. But seeing like your booth, I don't think I've seen it empty yet today.
Yeah, it's been pretty great.
And so like kind of competing with other artists in that same sense, or competing with AI do you feel like kind of that dawning on you in that same sense with like that fear?
I mean, I definitely feel it nipping at my heels, but I don't feel like with what I do, because again, it's the whole package deal. It's not like AI can make Mashables. You know, you can tell something to generate making a corgi and a shark. The amount of the times people are sent me, they're like, haha, I made a Mashable in with the Gronk, or I don't know any of the AI things. I don't use any of them, my train of thought is going this way, and I forgot what I was saying. Hold on, it's coming. We're at 7 o'clock of the event. And can you tell me the question again?
I just gotta remember. I guess like
I just watched my train of thought, just like two balloons going off into the stratosphere.
I get like kind of like as an artist competing with.
Yes. Okay.
AI.
Thank you. I don't feel like it's a competition. I feel like new people are on the board with new tools, but the tools that I have and the trajectory that I'm going, I don't need their tools, and I don't feel them being in my way of where I need to go, and so I don't feel the need to try to stop someone I don't know. It's just like, I'm not too worried for what I'm doing personally, but it is definitely affecting the entire industry and just society as a whole, so yeah.
All right. I think kind of to end it off,
though,
I'll have two final questions.
Okay. I remember them in the middle.
Right. All right. Out of the Mashables you've done, which one is your favorite?
Okay, I knew you were going to ask this. I don't have a favorite. I have, they alternate, and there's ones that I like will resonate with, but I truly don't have a favorite. I think the one that I love to like cuddle the most, plushie-wise. Wait for it. Hold for announcement. Now I'm really going to forget the question. Which one's my favorite? Okay. I think the fleet is, which is the flamingo sheep. It's below here. But
Sadly, it's off a frame.
The flamingo sheep. That
Do you mind if I grab one?
Oh, please.
Okay.
Yeah, the flamingo sheep. The fleet. With flippy floppy fleet feet. Also, every one of my Mashable plushies have songs, like fully curated songs by my friend Matt Hobbs, who does puppy songs. Anyway, the fleet is like my favorite cuddly guy because it just tucks under the nook, and it's very fun to like kind of play with their little fortune cookie feet. But so yeah, I would say plushie wise, probably the fleet is my favorite. But don't tell all the others because it makes me feel bad. But I do have a least favorite.
Oh, and that was the next question.
The Snedgy. The Snedgy. Yeah. I have the Snedgy. I don't have it as a plush.
Do you have them as a sticker?
Yes. Hey, Alana, can you grab me the Snedgy when you have a second? Just a sticker? Thank you. The Snedgy. Yes. The Snedgy is a snail and a hedgehog. Both adorable creatures. Put together, an abomination. It is a divisive creature in the Mashables community. Some people love the Snedgy. Other people have sense.
Other people have sense.
And I put eye stalks on a hedgehog and made it the shell is spiky, and it's again. So forever and always, the Snedgy is just no. And I'm waiting for. Alana's checking someone out. Alana's doing her job. What do you have to say?
Sleep. I guess while we're waiting on that, do you have any advice for up and coming artists?
Be kind to yourself. This is the number one rule that I tell myself, and that I tell everyone at the Let's Make a Mashable workshop that I film, is to be kind to yourself. Meaning, because a lot of us will say like, this is so dumb, or I can't draw. Even like the littlest things that you can say to yourself are tiny little paper cuts that will just wear at your own self-esteem inside.
The death by 1,000 cuts.
Literally. And so you have to be kind, and it's okay, and don't compare yourself to other people. Be proud that you're doing it in the first place, and that just be thankful and proud, and that you're able to express yourself in this artistic way, and then it's going to keep getting better, and to trust the process. But just remind yourself, be kind. That helps change your perspective. So yeah.
All right.
Can I grab that Snedgy?
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Just kind of like hold it like right up here. So this is this. Oh, I forgot how.
Yeah.
Now. Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No.
But the fact it did come out of your brain.
More things have, but not this.
All right. I guess if that is as a whole for the most part, like even the community's least favorite.
It's arguably one of the community's favorite. I think they like it because of my hatred for it, which fuels them.
Okay, what do you think is one that has been arguably...
Oh, people are like, this is too much.
Yes.
The Sleagle, which is a slug eagle.
Again, mollusk themed.
Yeah, yes. Honestly, I think I just need to stay away from, like, slugs and snails. But I made the Snoocifer, which is Lucifer and a snail, and that one turned out great. So, yeah.
I have an idea for you.
Oh, no.
Different mollusk. Octohedge.
I've made that.
Have you?
Yes.
You made an octohedge? When did I miss this?
I don't know where the coloring books are.
Oh, it's in the coloring book.
It's at the bottom right here.
Oh my god, you did! Okay.
Octohedge. I was like, wait, I did that. I called it a hedge-to-puss. Octohedge is, yes. Gotcha.
Okay.
You want this one?
You sure?
Oh my god, yes.
I'm gonna probably give this to my niece.
Yay.
She loves coloring, so she's also a little 4-year-old burgeoning artist.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, this will be a birthday present for her.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Can I have you sign this
Absolutely.
for her? Okay.
Of course.
Okay, I will. Do you mind just setting down the bags? Okay. I want to see if I could come up with one that you haven't made that involves.
You like tentacles. The tentacle is interesting to you.
It's because I was just going mollusk.
Yeah.
Oh, a slugosaurus.
I have not done a slugosaurus. I've done a slark, which is a slug shark, which sharks are kind of dinosaurs.
Yeah, but my thing was like a T-Rex mixed with the slug. With the eye, specifically with the eye stalks.
Can you see my wheels?
Yes, I see them burning. I'm
just envisioning, because it's a T-Rex, but like Jurassic Park, like the water's just like shaking, but it's just coming really slow.
Am I also the big head, little arms from Meet the Robinsons?
Oh yes, I got a big head and little arms. Yeah.
No legs.
Oh my
I'm gonna laugh if I see this later for some reason.
It might happen.
But no, it was definitely a pleasure being able to talk with you and understand
absolutely.
more of your behind the process. I appreciate the coloring book so
oh
much.
my gosh, of
My
course. It's a trade. I get one next year.
I'm bringing her one.
No worries. I will force this one if I have to.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, I appreciate it. Like I've been following like on and off, especially like again algorithm, whether or not it brings it back, and then you're like, oh yeah, Meg's here.
Oh yeah.
Especially because like I'm trying to get back into drawing my own self, so it's
Yeah.
like kind of helping with the brain.
Oh good.
I'm glad I found something that you have not made.
Yeah. A slugosaurus. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and hope the rest of your con goes well.
You too.
Oh, where to find you?
Ooh, booth 805. It's actually right in front of Hall D's entrance. The Roosevelt. Roosevelt's?
Okay, I may not be able to edit this before con's over,
Okay, yeah, no
but
worries.
where to find you online?
Oh, JK, sorry. Just on my website, megsmashables.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
I'll be curious to see like the editing process
That's
with.
gonna be fun.
Well, because like a lot of that is very much side view, and this
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
so it'll be definitely entertaining to Mashable it up together.
I'll let you turn it off from recording. Yeah?